What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Great to have all you guys on here. How are you guys doing today? I'm gonna check out Bitcoin, the market, see what's going on. But yeah, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Let's get it started, guys. What's up? Checking out Bitcoin. Let's see what we got. Great to be here in the live stream with you guys. 64,500. Let's actually look here on the 4 hour. Want to see what's going on. 4 hours looking pretty bullish, right? Closing above this break of trend. I think this is pretty good. Took a long on BSB. I'm just checking out Bitcoin right now. We'll take a look at your favorite altcoins soon. So, I mean, right now, Bitcoin is looking pretty bullish to test out the 66K level, I would say. So, like I said, this is looking pretty good to me. I'm not going to lie. And welcome to the live stream, guys. Leave a like if you guys like crypto. If you guys are new, definitely follow. I'm gonna check out your favorite altcoins. We're taking a look here at Bitcoin first. Just sharing my honest thoughts. So on the weekly, again, we have that bullish divergence here on the weekly. So, I mean, this is really bullish, in my opinion. It's really, I mean, I still believe we have everything to test that daily 21.25 here around 69K. So I'm still pretty bullish short term. I'm not going to lie. So let's see what happens. If, you know, I'm really not making any big trades right now, any big moves. Just waiting to see what Bitcoin does. How does it react? Because I believe it's going to make a big move, and I believe it's most likely bullish here. Just looking at multiple time frames. You know, we're getting that retest on the hourly, but shout out to the guys. Thank you guys for the likes. Check out BSB. Is that the coin tag BSB? Check something real quick. Yeah, I'm literally in the 40x Bitcoin long right now. Crazy timing. That's awesome. Well, what price did you get in on your long? But yeah, I'm mostly, you know, I'm bullish on Bitcoin right now. I'm seeing a lot of bullish signs for us at least to test my target of 69K. Now, we had that move to the downside and we held it. We bounced back up. So far we're bullish here, where we also have bullish divergence on the weekly. So in a crazy way, I would say there's a small percentage that the bottom could possibly be in, right? In a crazy way to to look at it, there is a percentage that the Bitcoin bottom could possibly end. Just looking here on the weekly, bullish divergence. But even with that, I still have to see a lot more things happen. Bitcoin need to check out on the list for me to completely believe that. What's up with XLM? What do you think it's gonna do? Has it bottomed, you think? Yeah, let's take a look at XLM. You got in at 64,715. Oh, so you're down just a little bit, right? It's 64,640 now. Check out Hyperliquid too. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna check out your favorite altcoins, all of them here. I got you guys. Let's take a look here at XLM. I'll share my opinions on XLM. I'm very bullish on XLM. I just think that, you know, regardless of the bullish news that it gets, the bullish price action, it's gonna come back down, right? Like we had this super bullish month of bullish news, but it's really following Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin drops down hard, XLM is gonna follow it in the big picture. But even with that, I mean, it's been holding up extremely well, right? It's not like XLM is down here breaking 8 cents. It's here testing bear market resistance zones here. So I believe there's still a chance XLM can come down to 15 cents, test the bottom here. At worst here, come down to 12 cents. If we do, it would be a big wick down there. So I mean, if Bitcoin does break 60K, I could see XLM bottoming around 12-11 cents. Okay. If not, I could still see it coming down to 15 cents here, like it did last month, right? So I'm still pretty bearish on XLM short term, but long term, I think these are accumulating times, right? These are levels to accumulate, in my honest opinion, because I believe this coin will survive. It's an altcoin that I believe has everything to survive here. Okay. I should sell my crypto now and buy back in October. I honestly don't think so. I think we're in accumulation time right now. I think we're not full accumulation, right? At least I would say 10-15%. So those are my just my honest opinion, but again, nothing here is financial advice. Down 9%, 0.9%. That's on HNT. I think HNT looks pretty bad, even though I use one of their products. I still hold a little bit, right, just in case it recovers, but it's not a good chart. It's just not a good chart here, and I mean, it's just a falling knife. So I honestly wouldn't be getting anything into HNT right now. You've been buying the hell out of HNT? Yeah, like I said, like I still hold my HNT. I use Helium Mobile for the past 2 years plus, but it just sucks that, you know, they have a great product, but their coin hasn't been aligning with the product for some reason. It's probably bad tokenomics, whatever it is. It's obviously showing it in the charts, and you can see this is a really bad chart. So I mean, if you believe in them, I just wouldn't. I'll wait for, you know, consolidation, something kind of like this, right, in the bear market. I'll wait for something like this before buying, because you buy right here, like, okay, but then it keeps falling like a falling knife. So that's just my opinion on it. And man, you guys are killing it today. Thank you guys for the likes. You guys are new here, definitely follow. I do crypto only live streams, just giving you guys here my opinions and thoughts on the market. Okay. So let's take a look at Hyperliquid. Hype. I think last time I looked at this coin, it was coming down. It did get a bounce here. So like I said, you know, when Hype came down here, I said, look, might be a good price point to accumulate a percentage in. It doesn't mean it's the bottom just yet, right? We have a nice bounce here off the previous top resistance, so this is a great time to buy. But even with that, we can still pull back here. Bitcoin pulls back under 60K, and we'll probably come down to at least 45 bucks. So I still see more downside here for hype, with the bias that Bitcoin will go lower. Okay, I still see, you know, there's a big gap here for it to fill down to 45, 42. So, but even though, I mean, with that, I'm really bullish on hype. If you want to accumulate hype, I still think it's still cheap here, under 100 bucks, especially if it goes under 40 bucks. I think this is that mega zone here to accumulate for hype. They changed hands, Hilly. Oh, they did? They changed hands. I have user referral, the amount of max supply. I'll buy it to the ground till it's gone. Oh, thank you. Thank you for using my referral. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, I've been using them. I love the product. And look, I still hold my H&T. A lot of the H&T that I got was from, I think it was from referrals, I believe, even. So I'm still holding it. Mainly because I like their product. I use their product. So hopefully their coin will rise with that. And join in mobile. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, I've been using them and they're great. I use their highest plan, so it's a really great price. I mean, still great price, like 30 bucks. What's up, Jay Pizzle? How you doing, bro? D Rega says he longed Bitcoin at 65,192. Okay, so you're down a bit. Yeah, I mean, my honest thoughts right now, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is showing some bullish signs. It looks like, you know, if we do continue to move up, this was a fake out here to 62, right? Fake out to the downside. But mainly why I'm bullish right now is because that bullish divergence is looking pretty good here for Bitcoin to push up higher. So 68, 69K is still in the cards here, whereas that weekly 25, 21 in May, in my honest opinion. So I honestly think there's a chance that Bitcoin has bottomed, but I still think it's low probability. If Bitcoin can break above, hold the 25, 21 in May, that increases the probability. Or if you can basically do what we didn't do here, which was break above, but hold it, right? Hold it for at least 2-3 months. The 25, 21. So, but again, I'm still on the side that the bottom is not in yet. It's just there is still a chance that it is, right? A chance, probability. You think it's scheduled for October 5th? You check out Celestia. Yeah, Celestia is Tia, right? Celestia. You think Fed will cut rates? I honestly don't think they would cut rates. Unless there's some type of emergency, right? Some type of... What are your thoughts on all crypto depending on the bull market? Mean that when you guess bull run is what? What is your thought on all over crypto depending on bull run? Meaning that when you guess bull run is end. My thoughts on it, I think a lot of coins won't survive. And it'll be a much, you know, less coins that do rise up this bull market. But I still think it's worth investing and researching crypto and investing in the coins that you believe will survive. That's my honest thoughts. So like Tia, and Tia could be one of them, right? It could be one of the ones that do survive. The ones that do survive will show the good signs here. And you can see that Tia has just been a falling knife here for ever since the top here. 2024. And it's finally consolidating here, right? What we got to see is if we can break out of this massive downtrend that we've been in, which I think it has. Let me see. It hasn't still, right? It hasn't broken out quite yet. So I mean, there's still a long way here to go for TIA, but once we break out of this downtrend, you know, we see some bullish divergence here, I would say it's a good time to invest, right? So I would say right now it's still kind of early, especially with Bitcoin. You want to see what Bitcoin does first, because TIA is not going to explode here ahead of Bitcoin. I don't believe so. So Bitcoin is probably going to explode first, and then if TIA is looking somewhat bullish, then you want to invest in TIA at that point. But this is a good sign that it's consolidating right now. So Tau is a good one. Yeah, I do like Tau. I think Tau is a good coin to invest in. Do you think ETC survive? ETC. Honestly, I think there's a chance ETC will at least make a run. In terms of going back to all-time high, I honestly don't know. Right, I think a lot of coins will possibly make a big run, right? Maybe triple in price, but a lot of them won't break all-time highs. And honestly, this could be one of them. ETC could be one of them. Even this bull market, right? This bull market 2025, we didn't break all-time highs from 2021. So something could be similar where maybe we just go up to like 15 bucks, right? Triple in price and not break all-time highs. So that's one thing you guys got to keep an open mind, is don't fall into the trap that, are you serious? Let me appeal it. Man, TikTok is so annoying. Velo, I got you. I'm literally just doing a crypto live stream, and then I got hit with your stream is getting restricted or whatever. So I just appealed it. But what sucks about that is that if they don't accept it, I basically get restricted in my live stream. And there's literally, I just been talking about crypto. Literally nothing bad I said. So hopefully they accept it. Hey boss, can you take a look at Solana? I got you. Sui. Yeah, I got all of you guys. Don't worry, I'll check out your favorite altcoin. Just hang in there. Solana's kind of been slow here. Hasn't really made a major move. I feel like a lot of coins are kind of waiting on what Bitcoin does. Right? We are technically getting bullish divergence as well on Solana. So this is pretty bullish. Kind of similar to Bitcoin in a way. Bullish divergence right here. So I would be careful shorting this. I would rather long this level than short here for Solana. Especially if Bitcoin is pushing up. See, looking at this bullish divergence, right? And you know, usually I would wait here for the 3-day 25-21 MA. So we're going down with this, but you know, at some point we might start to close above it, and then that's really when we make that big move to the upside, maybe to 80, 85 bucks, 84. So short term, Solana is looking pretty bullish here to make a move to the upside, along with Bitcoin. All right, so they're showing kind of some similarities here. Possibly test that weekly 25-21 in May. And one thing I would watch here for Solana, like I said, that 84, I just said 84 bucks. It's the 200 MA on the daily. So Solana hasn't really tested the 200 MA yet on the daily. If we get up there, honestly, I might take some profits on Solana. We get to 83, 85. Just because that 200 on the daily, I think could be a possible top. Okay. Just restart the stream if it happens. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. I could just restart the live stream. I just wish I would know here if they accept it or not. It doesn't say. Maybe I'll check it on my phone. I mean, it's all good. It just sucks because when they do that, guys, it's like they basically don't show me on the For You page anymore. So the views just keep dropping. You know what I mean? Are you still confident it'll go down lower on your thesis? Do you think we still at the 50s? So yeah, so my thesis with that, look, my thesis right now following Bitcoin is I think this is a time to accumulate. The longer Bitcoin stays above 60K, the more you want to increase your percentage on this accumulation phase, right, guys? So you're playing a time-based DCA strategy here is my thing, meaning Bitcoin stays above this level, Solana stays above this level. The longer it stays above this level, you want to increase. Maybe you're at 10% right now, you want to increase to 12%, 14%, 16%, 20%, right? You want to accumulate as based on the time that it stays above these prices, right? Because like I said, there's a percentage that Bitcoin has bottom, which would also mean that there's a chance that Solana has bottom too here at 60 bucks, right? The wick all the way down there to 60 bucks. So with that in mind, the longer that we're above this level, you want to slowly increase your DCA. But if Bitcoin breaks 60K, then I would say, yeah, I still believe we'll go to 50 bucks, even possibly 45. I'll say the lowest I can see it going is 45 bucks, depending how big the crash is, right? Depending how big the crash is, we hit this massive long-term trend, uptrend here, which, I mean, this, you know, if we ever have a big crash with Solana, whenever we make contact with this uptrend, getting the top here 2020, the bear market low, it's going to be a major bottom for sure. Or if we were to come down to it today, it would be like at 30 bucks. But depending on the time frame, 33, 40 bucks, whenever we make contact with it, I believe it's going to be a possible bottom whenever that time is. Thank you guys for the likes. Fed got listed on Robinhood. And by the way, guys, these charts, these Fibonacci charts that have my entries and everything like that, they're all on my my school, which you guys can check out if you guys like my stuff. I have my private live charts, my private indicators, and mini courses. You guys can all check it out in the school community right there in the bio. Let's go back here, Bitcoin. And you know, look, Bitcoin is still holding that weekly 200 MA, so we're still bullish. All right, we got bullish divergence. We're holding that weekly 200 MA. And I told you guys, right, the end October, August, end of July was going to be a big move here. And it was. We went down to 62, but we got a bounce since then. Right, and we got to close slightly above, slightly on the 200 MA. So this was not a totally bearish close, right? We closed above it, right on it, and then since then we've been up. So, you know, as long as we keep this bullish price action above the 200 MA, there's a chance, like I said, in the short term, we can have a big bounce here to test that weekly 25-21 around 68, 69K based off the weekly. Because like I said, bullish divergence, you know, it does not lie. And this might be playing out for a big move to the upside. We look at the 3-day. This is also kind of looking like an inverted head and shoulders, right? So, like I said, guys, I'm pretty bullish here based on what I see on Bitcoin. You get the measured move, it takes us to around 71K. Okay. And it looks like I might have to restart the live stream because TikTok is so annoying. There's like no reason for them to do this to my live stream when I'm just like talking about Bitcoin. Yeah, so I'm gonna restart the TikTok live stream. So if you guys are on here, just come back again, because it really does make a big difference. So I'll just restart it right now, and I'll see you guys soon. And guys, don't worry, if you're on YouTube, don't worry, I'm not restarting any live streams. Comment below which coins you guys want me to check out. I have never sold any crypto since 2012. Only swapped. I am my own bank and a dev for privacy chain we just released. Really? That's awesome, man. Just released the bridge in Solana. That's really cool. I definitely love to know more about what privacy coin it is. All right, let's see here. Just started it again. What is going on? Just started the live stream here again. So yeah, man. I mean, this is looking like a possible bottom. I think this is bullish here. I'm not gonna lie. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live. Had to restart the live again, but it's all good. We are here. Fetch. I got you. I got you a fetch. Let's take a look here. I'll fetch for you. Jay Pizzo, what's up, man? Shout out to everyone who came back. Thank you guys for coming back here. Hopefully TikTok won't get me again. Let's take a look at fetch. It's probably like their bots that do it. And these comments too. I think these comments do also play a part in it. I'm muting some of these comments where, you know, these guys are asking, these scammers are asking to check out their bio, so don't pay attention to them. But let's take a look at Fetch AI, which apparently was listed on Robinhood, so that's a pretty good thing, right? Always great to have more liquidity for people, options for people to buy. I'll check out Injective right after. And I mean, in all honesty, it's not looking quite bullish yet. We got this retest of the bottom. We broke it. Last month was a really bad close here below, you know, the February low. So it doesn't hurt to buy right now if you're bullish on this, right? Like a small percentage, 5-10%, because we're at an extreme low, but there's still a chance Fetch can come down to 0.9 cents, right around here, to test that bear market range high of 2022. Okay, especially if Bitcoin breaks 60K, you can bet we're going down to 9 cents right there. So I mean, that from right now, that would be like a 34% drop. So like I said, there's still a chance here. Based off the monthly, this is not looking good. I mean, this is not looking, you know, like good closes here on the monthly. Let's check out the weekly, the 2 week as well, because you can see, right, we get this retest, but we're breaking the floor here, right? We're putting in a new low, and it's really only the weekly where we're getting a low here on the weekly, a equal low, possible double bottom. So this is definitely an area where you want to accumulate some, but not go all in, right? Because like I said, there can still be a 34% drop here to 9 cents. We look here at the MAs. You can see the 25, 21. So you might catch a bounce here. Kind of trick people to thinking that this is a double bottom. And when we make contact with the 25, 21, 18 cents, we drop back down and break the support level. You see what I'm saying? So I'm still more bearish here than bullish here until we come down to this zone. All right, so just my opinion. Velo. Okay, so let's take a look at the coins here in order. We got Injective, Sui, and Velo. What's up, Summer? Thanks for coming to the live stream. So let's take a look at INJ here first. I'll give you my opinion on it. And guys, don't forget to like. That's all I ask for. Like. And if you guys like my stuff, check out my school. This is basically my one and all platform where I have all my products on here, my live charts, mini courses, one-on-one with me, and my indicators. It should be in the bio. So Injective, I actually really like Injective's chart. You can see right here, we had a really bullish bounce reaction here with Bitcoin pushing up to the 80s. Now we're getting that retest. So you can see that this retest that we're having for Injective, it was right on the 25.21 in May. So this entire time we're a falling knife here below the 25 and 21. And then we actually bounced right on this massive uptrend here from the past two bottoms here. We bounced right on there. And then we just recently got a retest where we bounced on the 25.21. So I think this is a good coin based off the charts. I think this is a great time to accumulate, right? This zone right here. If you want to play safer, because if you were to just buy here, you don't know if this is the bottom, right? This is just a falling knife. But the fact that we got a really nice bounce and a really nice retest, we're probably going to consolidate, flatten out here until we can bounce above, you know, $5 here. But this is good to see. This is bullish price action for Injective, in my opinion. Look at this. So I do like Injective. I think this is a coin that can definitely recover and survive this bear market. All right, I'm just doing a lot of muting here because there's people coming here that are scammers. So I think the next coin was SUI and then Velo, right? And then XRP. So let's take a look at SUI. Let's see how SUI's holding up. 69 cents. Man, what is with these people on here? So SUI's kind of like Solana. I feel like it's waiting for Bitcoin to make that major move. And most likely it's going to be another move to the upside before we break down this macro uptrend here for SUI. So it is kind of waiting on Bitcoin. And if we look here at the lower time frames, I'm pretty sure it's going to be more bullish than bearish. Or at least the short term, right? We got a nice move here to the support that we're holding. Right? We're way below the 25.21 on the weekly. So we might see a move here for SUI. One last time here above 78, maybe 80, 83. You know, when we make contact, possibly with the 3-day 50 MA here around in the 80s. Could be that lower high before we actually break this uptrend for SUI and come down to like 60 cents. So I'm bullish on SUI like I am with Bitcoin short term, but long term or medium term, I still see it coming down to like 56, 60 cents, where the bottom could be possibly in for SUI. Okay. And again, this chart is in the school community if you guys want to get access to it. I update this all the time. I think right now this is an accumulation price here for SUI for sure. It's just in, you know, you don't want to go all in at a specific price. So let's take a look at Velo. I believe Uber Eats asked for Velo here, so let's take a look at it. I just want to find the best Velo chart, the best history. You think Velo could go back to all-time highs? A few years ago, about $1. Yeah, let me see Velo with the full chart. I think it's on Gates. Or this one. Okay, I think this chart right here, yeah. So, you know, Velo was in this uptrend here since 2022 that it broke in 2025, right? The good thing is that we're not testing 2022 levels again. We're holding at least 2023 here. We've been consolidating here. Obviously, we came down with the market. So this is not a bad chart compared to a lot of altcoins out there. In terms of going back to all-time highs, right, which was like $1. I think that's a big... It's going to take a lot, right? Because this coin went down from $1.50. Yeah, like $2 almost, all the way down under a penny, which is kind of insane. And it kind of shows there's something with the tokenomics, which might be affecting this massive drop since that bull market top. I would say short term, Velo is looking like it's going to make a big move to the upside, because we can see that. You see the 25.21 is just, we're way below it until we finally consolidate. Now we're starting to close above it. And when this happens, we usually have a big pump. And then we eventually fall below it again. Right? So we might have a big pump here for at least 0.05 for Velo. You can see right here. I mean, this is looking pretty bullish. I'm not going to lie. Because you can see how it's acting as resistance. We boom, right? And we're above the 21.25. We're in this pendant that is most likely going to break to the upside from what I see here. I feel like it's just waiting for Bitcoin to make that move to the upside for Velo to move to the upside. But like I said, to go back to all-time highs, it's going to depend a lot on the tokenomics, the demand for this coin, the hype, which is definitely possible that it can. It's just that I wouldn't bet on it. Right? Like I said, a lot of coins are going to make people think they're going back to all-time highs, but in reality, they might just go to a lower high compared to the all-time highs, right? Maybe 10 cents. Or 5 cents here. So this is my Fibonacci chart here, where you want to look at and take profits as you go. Because I mean, if we're 10 cents here for Velo, obviously there's gonna be a lot of people that want to hold out for the all-time highs, but we might not get there, and this might be the top. And the way I would approach that is, like, you want to look at the overall market. So let's say Velo does come up to 10 cents. You want to look at where the overall market is, what's going on. Is Bitcoin super overbought? If you see a lot of sell signals, and if Velo is here at 10 cents, kind of lagging behind a lot, I would say that could be a top. Okay, so again, you guys, you want to be very adaptable in the crypto market, and not just rely based on past bull markets and bear markets to basically do the same thing. When do you think XRP will break $1? Probably when Bitcoin breaks 60K. Uber Eats, thank you, man. I appreciate the gifts. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Clap. Thank you. Yeah, so I think XRP, again, I think it's just waiting on Bitcoin. A lot of coins are waiting on Bitcoin to make that move. Whether we do break below 58K or above 70K. I would say if you do move to the upside, you really want to look here for your targets for XRP is like $1.26, right? The 200 MA. I mean, look at this. The 200 MA is going to come here with the 25.21 weekly for XRP. So we might have a big move here and top out around that price, 120 to 126. If Bitcoin makes a move to the upside and the market follows it. If not, like I said, 90 cents is a big target for XRP. It's one of my big targets here based on my live charts, which again, you guys can have access to my live charts, which has the Fibonacci, my price points, which I always update. It's all available in the bio. You guys can check it out. But 90 cents to me is a big target for XRP. And then 70 cents here, or any price point on this macro uptrend. Okay. If XRP comes down to like 65, 70 cents, it's basically testing that top range of 2024. The top range here. that it just couldn't break until the end of 2024. So we might wick down there for a short period of time. Okay. But what's good is that we're extremely oversold. That's good. SUI, ICP. I got you guys. Just don't forget to like. Leave a like. I also just posted a TikTok on the cold storage wallet, my opinion on it. You guys can check it out after the live. But I just share my opinion on the cold card incident. So we got ICP, we got SUI, Canton, Reserve Rights, Aave. Again, SUI again, just to do it quick because I already did SUI, but it's really waiting on Bitcoin. I feel like a lot of these coins are probably going to have a big move to the upside and then dump afterwards, right? So if for SUI, my target here is 80 to 84 cents. If we do move up to that price, I will look to take profits. If we do just break to the downside, 60 to 56 cents is my buy zone here. And then 46 cents being the all-time lows here if you do have that mega crash. Okay. So just my thoughts on SUI. ICX. ICX, I mean, this coin looks pretty horrible. I don't know when this coin came out, but it just doesn't look good. 2018, this coin came out 2018. Yeah, I mean, this coin, I don't know what they're even about, but I would just stay away from them. Because, I mean, the chart speaks for itself, right? 2023 low, I mean, we're way below that. And this is just it's a falling knife. So, yeah, any coin that looks like this, I will stay away from. Because look, 2023 bear market low, 13 cents, we move up to 42 cents, right? 2024. Since then, we're basically from the bottom of 2023, not the top of 2024, the bottom of 2023. We're 85% from that. Just that. And just logic, right, guys? Based on just logic of the charts, right? Like beginner, you don't want to buy any coins that look like this, right? This is a falling knife. You want to wait for consolidation if it even has that. Hard Bun, what's up, bro? Shib, you want to check out Shiba Inu? Sure, I'll take out Shib real quick. Now, Shib did have a move up here the last 2 months, which kind of surprising here the first time. Well, not the first time because it did right here. Most likely this is just another lower high. I mean, look at that, right? I mean, Shiba, you can see that Shiba. Just look at the 25 and 21 MA. This is why I use this my own indicators. I created this for a reason. The 25 and 21, lower high, and then again lower high. So we're probably going to drop big here, putting new lows here for SHIB, unless we start closing above here this month, right? But this is still very bearish. As long as SHIB is below this on the weekly, we are still very, very bearish here for Shiba Inu. But we are kind of getting a bullish divergence. So let's see if this does play out. For it to play out, we have to close above this zone right here, the 25, 21 on the weekly. All right. Thank you guys for killing almost 2,000 likes. Almost 2,000 likes. Comment some altcoins you guys want me to check out. And again, sharing my indicator that I created, the ultimate on-chain indicator. I just launched this indicator that I coded myself 1 week ago in the school community. And again, it's awesome because it has all these on-chain indicators like the realized price, CVDD, balance price, electricity costs, MVRVZ score, like all of them. Okay. And we can see here from past bear markets, these were pretty important here to help us find the bottom. Every single bear market. So it is available in the school, which should be in the bio. Check it out. You get all my private indicators and charts along with this one. All right, what was it? We got Canton. Yes, Canton. Let's check out Canton. I know you commented earlier. I think it's CC, right? And then Link and Ave. Man, Canton came down hard. And I remember some guy on YouTube just shilling this coin so much. Not saying it's dead, but I mean, this guy was shilling this coin so much when it was coming down, like right here. Yeah. I mean, so Canton, I wouldn't buy right now, right? This is a falling knife. Like I said, I would buy once we start to consolidate. If we start to consolidate right here, then yeah, you could buy it at this zone, but you want to wait till it does that, because if it doesn't, there's a chance that it could fall down more here to this zone, right? So I would say this zone right here could be a level where it starts to bottom out and consolidate around 8 cents right here. Okay, 0.82. You look here on the weekly, also on the daily here. Okay, so 8 cents to like under 10 cents. I would say it's a good level to buy if it starts to consolidate. But you can see that the momentum is downwards, and you can see that the 25 and 21 is resistance. We wick all the way above it, but we just can't close above it, and we're way below it here. So I mean, once we start, so this is what's gonna happen. We're probably gonna fall down more or start to consolidate. Once we start to consolidate, we're gonna catch up with the 25, 21, and then we'll start to break above it, and then that'll be bullish. So I'll wait for that. Okay. So I just wouldn't buy right now. Chainlink, Aave, H-bar. Take a look at Chainlink. Let's see what Chainlink is doing here. 2,000 likes. Let's go, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 2,000 likes. So Chainlink had a great month last month, in July. And we can see here on the daily, you know, Chainlink is setting itself up to possibly test that 200 MA, which it hasn't yet on the daily. So if you do have a big move here with Bitcoin, moving up here, getting a big pump, your targets here is 894 for Chainlink, where we could put in that then a lower high, 894 to maybe $9. So this is with the bias of Bitcoin breaking 60K, going down lower. Okay, Chainlink is not bullish until we can start closing above the 21 and 25 on the weekly. You can see that it's obviously resistance, right? Can't close above, rejected. Can't close above, rejected. Now we're getting that retest. And we actually do have some bullish divergence, kind of similar to Bitcoin. So if we can do that this time, then that's bullish, right? We can close above it for at least 2 months here, then that's pretty bullish here for Chainlink. So with Bitcoin breaking 60K, there's still a big chance Chainlink can come down here to you know, test this macro uptrend to $7, maybe even wick down to like 570. But this is an accumulation price for sure if you're bullish on Chainlink long term. Aave, let's take a look at Aave. My opinion on PAQ, I'll take a look at it. After Aave, we'll check out HBAR and then Ondo. What do you mean naming coins? So Aave is looking pretty good too, right? We had this falling knife. So this is what I mean by, you know, you want to wait. So a lot of coins are looking like this, right? They have this falling knife. You want to wait for consolidation, retest. Basically what Aave is doing, right? Aave had a big drop, falling knife, had a big bounce, and now it might be getting a retest here to this zone, and this is a much safer time to accumulate, as you can see here for Aave, right? Because and this is why the 200 MA is so important. Aave comes up to the 200 MA, and then now it's coming down here, but you know, this is looking bullish here for Aave to maybe come down to the 25, 21, because it's getting that retest to it. So if you come down to like $85, get a decent bounce, then Aave might be going up to 115, 116 pretty soon. But this is a good sign. I would say right now is a good time to accumulate Aave. And you can see it had a massive wick down to 57. I mean, this looks like a bottoming tail right here. This looks like a bottom to me. People will kick for naming stuff. What do you mean they're not a fan of? HBAR, let's take a look at HBAR. I'm a bit novice on this crypto space, but I saw a video on HBAR, Luna Classic, and Shiba. Can you tell me about their prospect? Because I buy and hold. Yeah. And I'll start with HBAR since someone asked for HBAR. But yeah, I mean, you saw that video. I'm pretty sure it's obviously bullish regarding HBAR and all those coins. I would say out of all of them, HBAR is probably the safer one, right? Based on the charts and the fundamentals, Shiba being a meme coin. But it doesn't mean you can't hold a percentage in all of them. For HBAR, I would say right now, it's showing good signs here, right? I would say this is a good accumulation price. It's already down a good amount, and it's looking for a higher low, right? That's why I'm looking for HBAR here, putting in a higher low. Somewhere at this level, if you look here at the weekly, we're starting to consolidate a little bit, but until we break the 25, 21, we're not going to move up until that happens. And on the daily, let me look here real quick. You can see right here when we had that huge wick to the 200 on the daily, massive top. Right now we're consolidating, and we might make a move here to 7 cents or so before we continue low. And I would say if you continue low here, Bitcoin breaks 60K, I would say your targets for HBAR is around 6 cents, right? 6 cents to 5 cents. And look, regarding HBAR, Luna Classic, I hold all those coins. I hold most HBAR compared to the other ones. But a lot of those coins are like prophetic, right? In the prophetic side of YouTube, there's a lot of videos talking about Luna Classic and HBAR and Shiba in that group. So I would say it is good to hold a good amount, a percentage of those coins in case they do something that people talk about in those videos. But I just wouldn't hold a ton, right, of Shiba or, you know, these other meme coins. You think DOT and AVAX are dead coins? As of right now, probably, yeah. Obviously DOT more than AVAX, but I mean, it's just not, it's not really looking good here, right? I mean, AVAX dot is 82 cents. The bear market low was around $4. We lost that a lot. The all-time high was like 54. So unless we have a massive god candle, right, like a huge green candle back to like 250, we get a retest to like 2 or something, and then we start to 3, right? That's bullish price action, right? Boom, and then that would be a miracle, right? But that's why I say as of right now, it's not looking good. Cody, what's up, Cody? How you doing, bro? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Ondo, someone asked for Ondo. Let's take a look at Ondo, 37 cents. I'm liking Ondo too, kind of looking like injective, right? We had a falling knife, we consolidated, we had the bounce, we had the retest. So I'm liking coins. This is why it's the time to research and buy coins that are showing this price action right here, where yes, a lot of coins dropped hard of Bitcoin, all the coins did, but Ondo consolidated, moved up a Bitcoin, got that retest, and got a decent bounce again with that. And it's kind of in chop mode here with Bitcoin to make that decision if you go down lower, right back to that zone, or if you go up higher. But honestly, I think this is a good sign here for to accumulate Ondo. What's awesome is that it got a retest right on the 25.21 with the 21, I believe. Yeah, the 21 crossing above the 25, like literally in the same month. So this is really bullish to see, in my opinion. Really bullish. And if you go here on the weekly, yeah, when do you think the bull market will start? Great question. And this is you know, if you guys want access to my live charts, one of my charts here is the Bitcoin yearly cycle. I created this chart to kind of guide you guys here on the bull markets and everything. And you can find this in my school. Okay, I have a school in the bio that have my private charts, my private indicators, my mini courses, and one-on-one with me. You guys can check it out. But this is the Bitcoin yearly pattern cycle, and this has been following since 2011, meaning since 2011 we've been following this yearly pattern for 4 seasons in the Bitcoin market, right? Where we top out, we bottom. So we're in the bottoming year, and then next year, so I believe the bull market will start this year. We're going to bottom some point this year, if not already. And if you're just black and white, right, the bull market is when we bottom, the bear market is when we top. The bull market will probably start this year. We are in the bottoming year. Next year will be, I believe, the disbelief year, recovery year. So next year there's a chance we might recover back to 83k, or 82, 83, or even higher, right? 100, over 100k. And just to show you how impactful this chart is, which you guys can have access to. Again, I have more charts. This is just one of them. You can just see here, right? I mean, since 2011, we've been following this exact Bitcoin yearly pattern, right? 2013, we top. 14, we bottom. 15, we have a recovery year. 17, rally year. 2017, my bad, we top. So that was 2016. 2018, we bottom. 2019, recovery. So again, 2019 was that disbelief. This was when I got into the crypto market, right? This was the first time I got into the crypto market, 2019. And I remember that time. Okay. It was a disbelief year. People thought we were going to go down lower. You thought crypto was dead. And we had a recovery. And despite the 2020 crash, 2020 was a rally year. And then 2021 was the top. 2022 bottom. 2023 disbelief recovery year. You see this? This is a I really love this chart. I really do. And I'm not saying this chart is perfect. I believe at some point it's going to take longer to fulfill these patterns, meaning it might take a year and a half or 2 years to top or to bottom or to rally or whatever. But so far, ever since 2011, we've been following this, and based off this, next year is going to be really good. I mean, the next 3 years is going to be really good, with 2029 being the top. Again, doesn't mean we don't have any big crashes. I think 2028 is going to be really, really exciting. It's going to be the rally year. And again, right, like the same way, like the same way that 2021, like 2021, we topped out, but it wasn't as explosive as 2020. Right, 2021, yeah, we went to all-time highs, but we even got a 55% correction, and we got a double top. We just topped out, right? It wasn't as explosive as 2020. I believe that's gonna be kind of similar, like 2028. I think that's gonna be the explosive year. Okay. How much further do you think will go down? It's a great question. I've been open-minded to the bottom being in. That's why, you know, in my Bitcoin accumulation chart, which is one of my other charts you guys will have access to you guys do have access to in the school community, is my Bitcoin accumulation laddering in chart. I believe we're at a price point to accumulate, right? The more that we're above 60K, the longer that we're above 60K, the more that you increase your DCA accumulation for Bitcoin. Because there's a chance we have bottom, but a lot of my indicators point that we haven't yet, right? Like in my ultimate on-chain indicator, the realized price for Bitcoin is around 53K right now. Every past bear market, we broke that realized price. Okay, every past bear market. The STH, which is the short-term holder realized price, is still acting as resistance. So there's a lot of signs that we still have more down, because look at this, guys. I mean, this is my on-chain indicator, and it's very, very powerful because you can see every past bear market, we break the realized price, we come here to the CVDD, the balance price, right? The LTH realized price, every past bear market. And this is what kind of worries me, because the balance price, which we bottomed every past bear market in white, is around 39K. So that's pretty low, but this might be the first bear market where we don't come down to that balance price. Hi, what's up, Heather? Hi, hope you're doing well. Let's go straight to 80K. Yes. Like I said, I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin short term. So like I said, there is a chance Bitcoin has bottomed, but for me to increase the chances of Bitcoin bottoming, what I would have to see here is showing you guys here on one of my other charts that's in the school community. Right, this is my Bitcoin trend analysis chart showing you guys here from every past bear market, my trend analysis here, where Bitcoin has a bullish bottoming pattern, followed by breaking that macro downtrend. Right, falling wedge, we broke it, and this one was amazing because we even got that retest right on it. So this is what I'm waiting for right now. So we got the bullish divergence, which is a good sign, a good signal. And what I'm really waiting for is for Bitcoin to break this macro downtrend and start closing above it. And it kind of aligns with the MAs, because if you look at the MAs, the 21 and the 25 on the weekly is like right on it, right? The 69, 68K, 70K level. So that's really what I'm waiting here. So if we do that, right, break above 71K, start holding that, then I would say there's a chance that Bitcoin is bottom. PAX G, is that a major breakout? I'll take a look at PAX G. PAX G, let's see. And thank you guys so much for the likes. Almost 5,000 likes. Absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at PAX G. Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a breakout. I'm not gonna lie. Looking pretty bullish here. So yeah, I mean, PAX G might test the top here, the macro, the local top here around 668. This is looking really strong here, right? We got that bullish retest on the daily 25, 21, and 50 MA. And beautiful bounce right on it. So we might continue this breakout to 0.68, the previous top here. So pretty bullish. I mean, this is just a massive engulfing candle here. And you guys are killing it. So thank you guys for the likes, for the flowers. I just saw some of the gifts here. Just want to say thank you guys. FLR. Sure, I'll take a look at FLR. Let's take a look at FLR before I get off the live stream. Not good. Not good in my opinion. Yeah, Flare is just not good, right? I mean, it broke down hard to the downside. It's probably gonna follow this. I mean, this is not good. So similar with all the other altcoins, I would just stay away from it until it starts to consolidate and show bullish bottoming patterns, right? Any coin that looks like a falling knife, where it's putting in a new low, or red candles every month, you just want to stay away from it. So just my thoughts. PIF. PIF, I would say it's not good either. You can see the 25 and 21 is just massive resistance. I mean, there's a chance that this coin can turn around, you know, because a lot of coins like Injective, Ondo, were looking like this until, right? What do they have? What do they have similar, right? Injective and Ondo right now, they were looking like this, right? Like PIF is right now, like a falling knife. And then what happened? They had a massive move. They consolidated, which it's kind of doing right now, right? It kind of looks like an inverted head and shoulders. Might be playing out, but they had that consolidation, all right, bullish bottoming pattern consolidation, and then they had a big breakout, and then after the breakout they had a retest, creating a macro higher low. So if PIF can do this, breaking above the 25-21 MA, which has been acting as resistance, then that's really good. Okay. That's really good in my opinion. And thank you for the gift. And again, guys, if you guys want all my indicators, like I have 13 indicators at the moment. I have my Fibonacci waves, which will help you buy Bitcoin at the right time based on Fibonacci values. You can see right here, every past bear market, it shows you when we're in the green zone, that's a good time to buy. I have the on-chain, ultimate on-chain indicators, which shows you the ultimate on-chain indicators electricity costs, production costs, realized price, all on the same screen. Even the MVRZ score, all these ratios right here that gets updated daily, it's all on your screen. I coded all these indicators myself. You guys can check it out in the school, which should be in the bio right there. Okay, check it out. And you get all these indicators. Near gonna go nuts. I'll take a look at Near protocol. Let's see. Yeah, I'm liking Near, right? Because I do have some Near. The reason why I'm liking Near is that it had a big drop right at the market. It had a nice bottoming tail right here, push up on the monthly, 618 golden pocket, the 25, 21 MA, the 50 MA. Is that the 50? That's the, yeah, 50. The 100 is purple on my, yeah. And now we're trying to get a lower high. I mean, a higher low, which could be at the 0.78 level. And if you look at the 2 week, we're trying to close above the 21.25. On the weekly, we're getting that retest to the 21.25. So if you can close above this, form some support here in the next coming weeks, we might get a big push up here. And that could be the higher low that we need to push up back and break that 618 level. So I'm liking Near. I think this is a good coin to accumulate. Yeah, I diversify as well. Yeah, I think Near is a good coin to diversify in for sure. If Near was still looking like a falling knife, right, kind of like this, maybe even below its bear market low, right? If it was looking like that, I would not recommend it, right? I would not like the chart at all, but this is looking pretty decent. Yeah. Crypto Owl, what's up, man? ENA money flow on daily. Bitcoin reach 150K. How high can Doge go? Don't worry, I got you guys. ENA. Let's do Z Cash first, and then ENA, and then I'll talk about Doge before I get off the live stream. And again, guys, if you guys like my stuff, if you guys want to one-on-one with me, my live charts, my private indicators, check out the school right there, Crypto Wealth Transfer School. Let's take a look at Zcash, which had a beautiful bounce. I mean, this was a really beautiful bounce here from 2021 all-time highs. So when it was crashing down here, that was a good opportunity to buy more Zcash, as it's here at over 500 bucks. Can this pull back more? I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is looking really bullish here. We might pull back maybe to like 330, right? Test that 330 level. If Bitcoin breaks down to under 60K, there's a chance it can do that, but I think it's gonna take a lot for Zcash to pull back, to be honest. It's definitely not impossible, but it's probably gonna take Bitcoin to break 60K. But again, this is a bullish coin. I mean, this is a coin that I would hold here till it's at least well over 1,200 plus. Okay. ENA. Let's take a look here at ENA here for Crypto Owl. Shout out to Crypto Owl. Great to have you guys here again. You guys are the OGs. And you guys know it, guys. The bear market, bull market, I'm always going to be here bringing you guys content, live streaming, because this is what I love to do. I love to talk crypto with you guys and share my honest opinion. So ENA, let's take a look at ENA here. Where's it at? I want to look at the ENA on Gate.io because that usually shows the full chart. I guess we'll just do KuCoin. Yeah, ENA, not good because it's still a falling knife here. But it's gonna get to a point where it might start to consolidate rates. You can see it's a falling knife, but we're finally catching up with the 21.25. We get the rejection right here. We're testing it again. We might have another pullback and then break above it. That's what I would see here for ENA. So it is looking pretty bullish short term. It's just that if you want to play it safer, wait for that breakout first, right? Wait till it starts to break above the 25-21 on the weekly. And this might happen with Bitcoin going to 68, 69, 70K. It might happen. So I am pretty bullish here short term. And regarding Doge, I mean, if Bitcoin goes to 150K, I mean, Dogecoin will probably be like, I don't know, probably like, it depends how much it lags, right? How much it lags behind. Because as we saw, I mean, Dogecoin on Bitcoin was like, what, 126? It was around 46. So it might be a little bit laggy. I would guess like around 25 cents, maybe 30 cents. And then maybe towards the end of the bull market, maybe when Bitcoin's 200K, it's going above $1 plus. So I think Ondo can reach $4. Yeah, for sure. If it continues this bullish price action, and if it survives right with the bull market, it can definitely go to $4 here, right? Because at some point it was a falling knife. It consolidated. We had a really bullish retest here, even when you look at the MAs. So if it continues this, if it follows Bitcoin to the upside, because we know Bitcoin is eventually going to go back to over 100K plus, and Ondo following it, I believe it'll go above $4 for sure. Again, guys, right now is the time to accumulate. But before accumulating, you want to research the coins that are doing well, that have the higher chance, the higher probability of surviving this bear market and following Bitcoin. By doing that, you guys can make some serious money, right? But again, you want to time it right. You want to take profits at the right time. And again, my Bitcoin chart, my yearly Bitcoin pattern chart, which is this one, will help you with that, because it'll let you know whether we're in the bottoming year, the recovery year, rally year. And all my charts are available in the school. You guys can check it out in the bio. So sorry if I didn't look at one of your coins. Just want to thank you guys so much. We got over 7,000 likes. I'll probably be live again tomorrow, so definitely follow if you guys are new. And again, check out the school if you guys are interested. But love you guys so much. And also, yeah, check out my latest TikTok or shorts. I posted my opinion on the cold card incident, so check that out. Should be in my my latest videos. So love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. Peace.